Want some candy?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I hear you looking for candy, man, bitch.
Give me some sugar, baby. Like scary movies.
Want some candy?
Come gather round and don't be lazy, cause the show tonight just might get crazy. We're back again and perfectly aged, so strap yourselves in for another episode of CAGED. Welcome to the thing nightmares are made of here on Monster Candy Podcast. Another episode of That's Right, CAGED. And tonight we're going to be talking about 2017's Mom and Dad, directed by, what was the guy's name? Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor. We're not even going to do horror news tonight.
What? I thought we were
Psych.
going to Nicolas
I'm just
Cage
kidding.
news.
Because it's time for
Horror news.
So we're going to totally pretend like this hasn't ever happened already. And I'm going to talk about John Carpenter possibly being interested in doing a sequel to The Thing. Or more of a continuation to The Thing. He's not confirmed anything yet, but he said he would like to. So that's cool, everybody.
And I have news that's going to piss Dominic off. So it is newsworthy.
Hell yeah.
The gentleman who did the newest Scream, that was just, amazing, is currently
Dom's
working
favorite
on
fucking
Destination
picture.
6. And he's got his eye on the prize. He wants to write the next Nightmare on Elm Street and the next, what did I say earlier?
Friday
Was it
13th?
earlier? Do I have sundownsies? What's going on? I'm getting so old. Friday the 13th.
What? This isn't the second time we did this or anything.
This is a song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Listeners, if you haven't caught on already, we recorded this episode and then we didn't record it.
Yeah, or did we?
And actually, you know what's funny? I think the other time this happened was Caged. Oh, when fucking Nicolas Cage stole Dominic's laptop.
Yep. Fucking Cage.
Fucking Cage.
Ugh.
Damn it.
Ugh.
Why did he best us again?
That goddamn son of a bitch.
I mean, we seriously dedicate a huge part of this podcast to him, and you'd think the least he could do is stop fucking with us.
And it all started out as some
Fuck.
poor joke. But now
it's serious. I think
is
it's
serious
getting into
business.
like real fandom for us. I don't want to admit to that, but
well, one day
true.
we will have
Maybe.
the man himself on. We'll make it happen.
yeah. I mean, he would probably say yes.
I think so.
I could write him a letter. He'll say yes.
Definitely write him a letter.
Yeah. Was there anything
Yeah.
else you had, Oubliette?
I don't know. Did I?
I don't know. You had something.
Oh, yeah. I have Nicolas Cage news, but it's not new. It's old, but it's new to us and probably new to you, unless you know a lot about Nicolas Cage, which you're listening to this. So perhaps you do, because I don't know if other people really listen to our Cage episodes other than people who are Nicolas Cage, his children, or Nicolas Cage's other alter egos. But story goes, one morning, Nicolas Cage opened his eyes.
God. Sorry, go ahead. I blocked a little part out of my head.
I
Yeah.
thought that's what you were queuing me in for, man.
Well, I remembered it was something, but I totally forgot it was this, which makes it all the more awesome.
So maybe he didn't want this to get out.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why the episode didn't record. Maybe something happened with Fudgesicle Man. Anyways, I just need to tell this story. Early one morning, the birds were chirping, the sun was rising, and Nicolas Cage, after a totally normal night of going to bed early, started to open his eyes. And at the foot of his bed was a man wearing nothing than Nicolas Cage's leather jacket with a fistful of fudgesicles. and and
This story's better the second time you hear it.
Yeah, it is.
and fistfuls of fudgesicles will be the name of my next band if I ever have one, or a song. So the first time we recorded this, we made some Bill Cosby jokes that went everywhere, but the core of this
pudding pops
story
were the
is
best fudgesicles ever invented.
yes, and even the vanilla ones were great, even though they didn't taste like vanilla. They tasted like a marshmallowy goodness. And then I realized that they were probably poison and cancer causing, and then made a joke about how cancer is being cured by the United States as of like, I think next week. So I think you guys are caught up now. We're streamlining this the second time around. So just, come on, pay attention. Follow
Chop.
it. But yeah, Bill Cosby rape jokes and the deliciousness of
Pudding pops.
fudgesicles, pudding pops.
The vanilla pudding pops.
This is just a day in Nicolas Cage's life.
Young Scooby Doo passing out and waking up hours later after eating pudding pops in the 80s because they had roofies in them.
Okay. I don't know. Well, that one's somewhere different. But yeah. So, but I think that we talked originally about how that could have been Nicolas Cage waking up.
It sounds exactly like a thing Nicolas Cage would do. And we all agree on
the cops showed up and he's just like, there's this guy that was in my jacket, naked, eating pudding pops, as he has like fudge all over his face. And the cops are like, did you eat pudding pops? I don't eat pudding pops. It was a naked guy wearing my jacket.
Yeah.
Sir, you're naked wearing a leather jacket. God damn it. What did he do?
100%. That is Nicolas Cage. That's him. That is a movie.
Yes.
That's a movie. That's a movie
It
I
is.
want to see. Nicolas
That's
Cage.
a movie I want to direct. I'll write it, man. I'm in.
Because remember how we were saying he could make a movie where he plays every character?
That could be it.
That could
Just
be
call
it.
Be the cop with a
Just
little mustache.
Yes.
Just call it pudding.
Yeah.
I feel like we actually need to do like I'm not even a real TikToker, but I feel like we need to recreate this as Nicolas Cage. All of us being Nicolas Cage in a video.
Yeah. I concur with that statement. Oubliette. I think that's a perfect idea. Yeah. And we already know Charlie doesn't have any horror news.
Charlie's here.
I'm here.
Charlie is
Hey,
here.
guys.
Charlie's back because it took him this long after the episode of Sallow to just get better. He's been really
in a
fucked up
padded
since
room.
that episode.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he just got out of jail for raping 4 children.
Jesus Chrysler.
I'm kidding.
God almighty.
He has never done anything like that.
To
And
children.
he wouldn't.
Thanks.
He loves children in normal
Gives them pudding
platonic
pops all the
ways.
time.
Vanilla
pudding-
ones.
Vanilla ones.
The best ones.
Wearing only his leather jacket.
Sitting on Nicolas Cage's bed. Because it's totally normal.
100%. Well, yes, Charlie is back, and we will end.
I mean, that was good. This intro, like, I was still able to probably like say things that would piss Dom off, and now we just like we're getting Charlie more engaged. Now he wants to talk more than he did the first time around.
Yeah.
It might be like denying accusations, but it's still, he's
At
more
least
active in the
talking
group.
more. There we go.
I feel his presence. Like he's here with us now. The first time around he was drifting a bit, but he's engaged. He is engaged.
Engaged. So
Not
yeah,
in a
everybody.
creepy way, girls.
Yeah,
Men, anyone, children, not in a creepy way.
not in a creepy way.
Oh.
A totally normal way that someone who is on podcast talking about Nicolas Cage would be.
Exactly.
Eating
Right.
pudding pops.
Eating pudding pops. So
Damn
yeah.
it, guys! I want a fucking pudding pop. now.
They're so good. They're so good.
I want one of the swirly ones.
Dude, the swirls were the best. Like the
I
straight
know, and the
fudge ones
swirls
were good,
actually
but
tasted different.
yeah,
Oh,
it was the swirl was where it was at though.
The fuck do you taste a different swirl when they're all?
no, the parts that had more white you could taste, Charlie.
Yeah, like there's a distinct taste between the chocolate fudge and the swirl.
Where's Mills right now?
Because we're talking about swirls.
Well,
Yeah, because we're talking about black and white.
Yeah,
pudding
so yeah,
pops.
that's what I mean.
He loves pudding pops, swirls.
I mean, who doesn't? Obviously,
They're delicious.
they are delicious. So yeah, guys, mom and dad. I won't even read this over poetic storyline that's on IMDb
we
about
should.
it.
God, that's going to be the best part of this second time around is that we don't have to hear that. But go ahead and read the tagline because that's the best part.
What is the tagline on it?
For real.
Yeah,
Bum,
for real. What
bum,
is it?
bum, bum, bum.
They brought you into this world and they can take you out.
Almost.
I queued you up for that. I was gonna let you do it. You do the wrestling voice. I just had to fucking do that shit.
See, I wanted you to get involved with that. Yeah.
I just do shitty Russian impressions.
Pretty good Russian impression.
It was pretty good. You should do it. You should do it.
Well, I'll need to be queued up for that one.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this movie was a lot of fucking fun. It's
Was.
really dumb. There's not like a crazy plot. It's just like gratuitous violence, lots of comedy. Selma Blair is awesome. Nicolas Cage is Nicolas fucking Cage.
Nicolas Cage is.
And it made me happy.
We should, if no one has seen this movie. So basically, all these parents start. It's kind of like the Night of Living Dead thing. Something happens. Nobody knows what.
Yeah.
Where it comes from, something that's making the parents crazy. And it seems to be coming from anytime there's this static on the television that makes the parents want to kill their offspring with blind rage. But it skips a generation because it doesn't make grandparents want to kill their grandkids. Just makes direct offspring. So there's that. So yeah, it kind of jumps right into it. Takes about 5-10 minutes into the movie to set it up, and then shit just pops off. Kids,
There's no bullshit filler. It's just parents gonna kill the kids.
The music arrangement is great. It has these really lovely, ballads about love when parents are trying to kill their children, newborn babies, all the above.
I mean, this is prime Nicolas Cage, and I mean, it was funny because I think you and I were talking. Well, like when I first came on to this podcast, I think one of the first couple episodes I did was Caged.
Mm-hmm.
And I had mentioned this movie to you and you hadn't seen it. And I was really surprised. But then again, I had never heard about it. I never saw previews. I didn't ever hear my friends, even in the horror scene, talk about it. I think it was just on like Amazon Prime or something. And I thought it was going to be a dumpster fire because it's with the guy he did the Ghost Rider fucking
Garbage.
second Ghost Rider movie. It was the second one, right? I think he did two, didn't he? Or one? I don't know.
It doesn't
Anyways,
even matter.
I thought it was going to be garbage, but I like Selma Blair, so I put it on, and I was so happy.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I watched it. I'm like, ugh, this is gonna be
It gave
terrible.
me joy.
And it was not terrible. I was thoroughly.
That is an opinion, but we'll let you have it.
Well, I mean, I think like for me, like the comedy kind of stylings I like are like Eastbound and Down. Like I love The Righteous Gemstones. Like I love that. Like I love his style of comedy specifically, but Danny, whatever. Danny McBride. But even then, even like slap shit, like stick, like shit, fart, whatever. And like this to me, had that, but then to such an extreme. And for me, like, yeah, I fucking sure. I've watched Dances with Wolves, and Last of the Mohicans, and all that shit. Like Braveheart. Yes, I love movies that make you feel emotions and think about things and whatever else. But like in my life now and my job, like I want to come home and just see mindless shit. And if I miss 5 minutes because I'm making myself a cocktail or taking a poop or playing with
Doesn't
my
matter.
dogs and come back, it doesn't matter. I come right back and it's still hilarious. So like,
Oh, I enjoyed it. It just wasn't good. It was just ridiculous. It was pure chaos.
Well, like we talked about the first time we did this was that we fucking know people exactly like this. Fucking these people hate their lives and are so mad that they got married and had kids and just threw everything away and just suck at life right at the moment, and they resent their kids for it. Like you're like, yo, I totally know these people. And again, see why I was pleased with this movie was because it was a Nicolas Cage movie. It was a movie where him acting like a complete fucking maniac suited the movie. You know, not like The Color Out of Space where he's playing his movie and everyone else is playing a completely different movie.
Right.
Everyone was in on the Cage movie in this one. So I'm like, all right, see, I can get on board with shit like this when he's in it and he's doing it. And it was hilarious. And we all love the, you know, the line, the quote when they're locked in the door and he's trying to get him out of the cellar, the basement. He's like, your motherfucking mother said to open the door. Motherfuckers. That's the best part. How I get.
That's the best part of the whole movie.
Motherfucker.
I will give him this.
Door.
Like his vocal cadence and the things he does, despite being like completely wacky, do totally fit for what he's doing. Like I remember reading in Peggy Sue Got Married because he worked with Francis Ford Coppola, who's whatever his uncle,
or some shit.
Or that he almost got fired from that because he did that high pitched voice. And Coppola fucking hated it. And he was like, no, it's going to work. Because, like, you know, you want to like her. And I'm kind of sniveling. And it ended up being a thing later that Coppola was like, yeah, I didn't believe in him, but it worked.
It definitely did.
He's really good in vocal cadence, tone, and like just whatever in his craziness. And he's great at sound bites. Like, if you ever get bored, it was actually funny because I wanted to take a bunch of sound bites to maybe start doing a custom intro for our Caged episodes. And I went down a fucking wormhole because there are thousands, like, and they're all so good and so ridiculous that it's like, I don't even know how you would pick one or 20 for an intro because they're like, I just want to listen to them all on repeat because it's so dumb.
Speaking of Nick Cage wormhole, so I watched that old, well, it's not super old, but when Vince Neil was outside the fucking hotel just being all drunk and fucking wild, and Nicolas Cage like grabs him and calms him down, but dude, it could be in one of these movies where he grabs him and it's like really dramatic and he's like shaking him while he's hugging him. He's like, come on, man, don't do it. And it's just being Nick Cage. I'm like, fuck this guy. He's comedy gold. He is comedy gold.
He is the guy that would calm you down and then like ghost you for 4 hours, meet back up with you with like a pound of cocaine and like,
oh yeah,
tell you to jump in a stolen car with like 5 strangers' children, like a clown and like a couple hookers, and it'd probably be super fun, but you'd never want to hang out with him again.
See Nick Cage again.
Yeah.
I agree.
You'd be at a cocktail party a week later and he'd walk in and be like, fuck. Like, don't let him see, like, don't make up. Don't let him look over. If he looks over here, just fucking tell me. Like, I can't. God, why is he here?
So
he said he was going to Taiwan to like fucking like start a commune. Fuck.
Another one of my quotes from the movie that I loved. So the first one when I was talking about was in the kitchen scene with the housekeeper, and he's like, she's like, asked him, oh, you want breakfast? He's like, fuck you, because he just hates his life. And then the other one is when they were downstairs and Selma Blair's like, are you gonna tell me about this? You know, we're doing all this shit here. You're building a man cave. And he's like, it's not a man cave, Kendall. And he's super sarcastic.
No, like everything about it. You know, it's like there are times in your life where you question if you made a bad decision not having a family, and movies like this make you realize, like, I dodged a motherfucking bullet.
Oh yeah,
I would kill those kids too.
Well, that's another thing why I like this movie, because I'm like,
basement.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I don't like kids, and I'm like, oh, dude, this would be me. I would fucking hate every second of my life.
Like, like, wait, I have to work my ass off, and instead of spending my own money, I have to give it to them? Like, no fucking way.
The worst.
No way. Dude, it'd be awful. Awful.
I totally agree.
I mean, for all you parents out there, I'm sure your children are lovely, beautiful. Thank you. Hopefully you're treating them well, so they'll be futures of society that we want to have or whatever. But
so you don't have to kill them in a fit of Nicolas Cage rage.
I mean, if you're gonna kill them in any way, you might as well go all out.
Yeah,
true,
dude. So I like Selma Blair, and they had really good chemistry. She's a great actor.
I agree.
Period. But
yeah, totally.
Not everyone can have good chemistry with Nicolas Cage, especially when he's being Nicolas Cage. And she made it seem effortless, which just goes to show you how great of a fucking actor she is.
Selma Blair to me is like a transcended Parker Posey.
Mm-hmm.
Like Selma Blair has that same like cadence and dryness, but yet Selma Blair can also play roles that aren't a bitch. Whereas Parker Posey, no matter what role she plays, you're like,
right.
Oh, she's such a fucking bitch. Like, why? But they both have that same thing. But her comedic pauses and facial expressions in the things she does lend themselves so complimentary to Nicolas Cage's craziness. And I think that's why another reason I like this movie so much, because it actually reminds you of real marriages you've seen. And like, it's funny that these two like almost probably like got their marriage closer because of like their hatred of fucking taking out their kids. And it's actually a really cute love story if you watch it from that angle, because they like banded together. They made
they bonded. They found their love again.
They were working together for a common good. And yeah, it was cute in its own super weird, creepy way.
Right. Did anyone else find this a little fucking weird? So when they're locked in the basement and they're, you know, the sawzall. Oh, the sawzall.
They don't call it a sawzall for nothing.
It's a sawzall, sir.
Yeah. So he goes.
Sounds like a southern.
Right.
Sawzall.
So he goes up and to look for his gun. He's like, I'm not fucking playing around anymore. that whole part's funny, where he's walking into the room. And then he goes to look for it and it's missing. And it flashes back to the son playing with it.
He finds it, yeah.
But in his underwear, just the shots. Like the one shot where it was from the bottom and it was just mainly crotch. It was fucking.
I didn't pick up on that.
Dude.
It was definitely, yeah, it was crotch.
It was fucking weird. It's like this fucking 10-year-old kid in his underwear. First of all, that's a little weird. Like even when I was home alone, sick from school, whatever, I wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at here, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't walking around my house in my fucking tighty whities just looking for shit. Like I had clothes on or something. But anyway, yeah, dude, the camera shot was so weird, and I'm like. First of all, that whole scene was weird to me. And then when he's like pointing the gun and doing all this shit, the first shot, it's down below and it's like panning up at him. And it's just his fucking dick. I'm like, what? I don't want to fucking see this shit.
Overall, though, the cinematography was really good.
Yes.
I
mean,
the colors and the angles and the shots, like it's very for what it is and probably the budget they had, it's really well done.
Yeah. Aside from that weird fucking angle of this 10-year-old kid's nutsack, it was fucking great. But yeah, so that was the only thing I thought was super weird about that movie.
It's the only thing you thought was weird about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I've become so desensitized to anything Nicolas Cage that everything else, I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I'm on board with it. And then that part, I'm like, this is a little weird. But yeah, how many times have you watched it so far, Charlie?
Oh, it took me. I had to keep watching it to try to make sense. I watched last week. I sat here during
It's
work
not supposed to
and
make
watched
sense.
it 4 or 5 times. Oh, I just wanted to like process it, and I thought maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'll catch a glimpse of something
It was
profound.
funny. The
but it
interview
was,
with Selma Blair about it said exactly that. The people who try to keep watching it and find some sort of meaning are going to hate it. She's like, that isn't this movie.
Yeah.
She's
100%.
like, just watch it
yeah,
because it is what it is.
that is solid advice.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
the one I did like the arc of not being the grandparents, like the grandparents not wanting to kill their grandchildren. So it's like directly your direct offspring.
Just your direct.
Yeah. Which I thought for a movie that doesn't really have, it is what it is. It's just like hit the ground running type of movie. I thought that was a fun little wrinkle in this Nicolas Cage. And I mean, Lance Henriksen is always good.
Yeah, it's like you're just trying to correct what you did wrong directly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did you just find something profound? Maybe that's what you were searching for, Charlie. And Juliet pulled it out.
It's a movie about thinking about you and your life and trying to target what you did to destroy it. And it just so happens that would be having
kids.
Having your children. You're like, I gotta right the world.
I mean, honestly, there weren't a lot of people in this movie, so there could be other people like, killing their assistants or killing flowers that they planted or whatever. It just happens. But this movie's about Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair killing their kids and then, his dad wanting to kill him. But I'm sure that other people's stuff wasn't, about kids because they're cool.
Yeah. If anyone has kids listening.
And they're our future.
Great.
We have
They
to
are our
teach them
future.
and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty that we possess inside. That's not murderous rage.
They are the world.
Unless it is.
Unless it is. Yeah. What did the fucking kid
And we need to cure cancer, by the
we
way.
do need with your children, people out there. So kill your kids and you can cure cancer. That's the trade-off. Get to it, folks.
I don't think that's true.
It's just as true as anything else in this world right now, Oubliette.
In my country, we touch swings and seesaws and we get cancer.
There it is.
And third legs. I try to walk to work. I touch a mailbox. I get a fifth eye. It's Russia in my country. And these Americans,
Mother
they
Russia.
complain about just having children. Okay, Americans.
So what
You try to touch a mailbox. See what happens to your eye.
Wait, are you a spy? Did we ever find out in the movie, if I missed it, what the fucking son picked up and put in the box and tried to nurse back to health that was getting eaten by the crows?
I don't think they showed specifically. They just some sort of
Something
some sort of critter.
that he wanted to feed Fruit Loops to nurse back to health.
Oh, maybe that's why his parents wanted to kill him.
Maybe.
I mean, I would have been real pissed that I found a dead animal in my classic car hanging out in my garage. I'd be real pissed.
the sweet Firebird.
Exactly.
that he
Yeah.
restored after, fucking it up.
Exactly. You have
Dude,
to
seriously
respect
though,
that.
like how annoying. We all have nieces and nephews and friends with kids, and when they touch your shit or fuck something up, you're like, dude, don't touch my shit. Like,
In
you
my
never.
country, a Firebird is not a car. You will have to buy the video for 9.99 rupees.
You think Putin's listening?
He's in my backyard.
With
I have
no
a
shirt.
statue. I have a statue. We don't eat breakfast without praying to Putin. I give him toast. I eat my half a piece of toast. This is what we do.
Half for me and half for you.
Exactly. We are not allowed a full piece of bread. It would be too much. Too much. I would be fat like Americans. We give Putin statue half piece of toast with butter, and I get mine dry.
You're killing Charlie over there.
Oh shit.
I don't think Charlie has met Russian Courtney, only Kate has.
This is definitely a first.
He's met Southern Courtney though, and he's also I think met
wait,
like
Southern who?
rich lady Courtney.
Who?
Those are my characters.
Oh,
buddy.
okay. Right.
No,
Gotcha.
Russian Courtney, this is new.
It's a never expanding.
She comes out sometimes when vodka is not on the shelves because she's thinking about vodka too much and how she
Vodka.
wants to drink it in her life.
You should have done this whole episode like
It was a Russian.
Oubliette's not here today, but we have
I am so
Courtney the
sorry. I'm a
Ruski.
bona fide. Yeah. I am a bona fide American woman. I cannot. I don't know what overcame me. So it is just awful what I said. I don't know why.
oh,
You can tell I've had a day. But yeah.
yeah, everyone.
This
has
is what
had-
happens when I have to redo episodes, and I think I'm in some sort of weird time loop. I start going to like past lives.
the
I don't
simulation.
know. It's weird. Yeah.
Simulation. Yeah, I think this movie's fun. I dug it.
Same. It's fun like we are,
We are fun.
which is like I think I'm pretty fun.
I don't know if we could say the same thing for Charlie though. I don't know if
I
he.
mean, I'll give it fun. It was
Charlie is
fun.
like
It was
tapped out on this
chaotic.
one. It's so weird.
I've
Charlie's such a
tried
fun guy, and
tried
like he didn't
tried.
even. Charles, if you would have watched it with us, I feel like you would have had a way different impression. You watched it at your house, you were falling asleep, waking back up, probably thinking about other things, being like, oh, fuck, I have to watch this dumb fucking Nicolas Cage movie for this podcast I probably don't even want to do. My life feels empty because I haven't seen my friends in a while. And that's all I'm thinking about is how excited I am to see them. And this movie just sucks. It isn't as cool as going on a tropical vacation with my friends like I'm going to do next week.
Heck yeah. It's true.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, what do you think about it? Give us your the lowdown, CB.
I don't have it was yes, it was a movie. It was ridiculous. It was typical Nicolas Cage chaos, but there was just the absolute zero lack of real plot was hard for me to get past. It was just like, okay, why are all these parents like freaking out on their kids? Like, give me something, give me a reason, not just, oh, cool, it's happening.
Because kids are fucking terrible, Charlie. That's why. You just had to dig deep down inside to find your inner hatred of children and relate to it, which is easy for me because I was like, yes, kill all the kids, kill them all, every single one of them, off the bat. I was team parents on this movie, so I was into it.
I was a little bummed. I really thought when the grandparents showed up that they were going to be the the final victors in the whole movie, but
Yeah, I would have liked that arc in it. The ending was a little weird. Like, what the fuck are you? Okay, kids, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
Like, you're just gonna have them tied up, and that's it. But
yeah. And then the whole hospital with the baby, that was an interesting plot where the baby pops out and that mother just immediately starts trying to.
it must have been love, but it's over now. I mean, some Casey Anthony shit right there.
As we talked through it, definitely had its moments of entertainment.
Dude, do you guys want to hear a weird fact that's totally off topic, but kind of on topic?
Yes.
So Russia has the biggest divorce rate, right? Sorry, in my country we have the biggest. But listen, so there's only one way to get divorced in Russia, and that's like irretrievable breakdown of marriage, and almost everybody cites it as having no money.
Imagine that.
That's
we are a poor country in rubles, but very, very rich in oops, you know. Anyways, so but this is funny. If you just think of, types of governments and what they would do to support people, or just like different things and family values, blah blah. So child support. In the US, how much of your income do you think you would pay for one child?
In the US?
Yeah.
I'm assuming annually.
Well, weekly, whatever. It's weekly in the US, but what percentage of what you made do you think would go if you had one child?
10%?
No, isn't it? I thought it was like 20 or 25.
Jesus,
that was something weird.
So it's 12, and then for two children, it's 16 to 20. So in Russia, what do you think for one child you would pay?
37.
I was about to say I'm gonna go high. I was gonna say 40.
So 25 for one, 34 for two, and 50% for three or more, and six or more. Basically, they won't let you get divorced. You just have to
suffer.
Or you get divorced and you pay out all your income.
Ugh, none of that sounds fun.
But if you kill your children in either country, you don't have to pay anything.
This is true.
And that's why it's on topic.
There it is.
As is what children cost you.
I'm looking at people's reviews of this movie, and they are very
they're
across
everywhere.
the board. Yes. I've wasted a lot of time on a lot of stupid things in my life, but I've never experienced feeling anything like after watching this movie, wishing I could be compensated for the hour and 25 minutes I lost. That was how I felt the first time.
In an hour and 25 minutes, what a good length for a movie.
Then the next one,
Dude, I
love
That's
anything
Nicolas
Cage
I was
is
like,
in.
bam, bam.
I love anything Nicolas Cage is in. He's such a phenomenal actor.
Oh, well,
all right.
Hey, I think he's a great actor. He's just a fucking wackadoo.
yeah,
He's a pretty good actor.
Yeah. He's a good actor at playing himself. I will give him that.
He is definitely on my list of famous people that I'd like to have a drink with. Or 20 drinks with him would be.
No, you would literally end up in Antarctica with a fucking leopard seal, trying to gnaw your arm off alone with a satellite phone, calling me, be like, I don't know what happened. I had a drink with Nicolas Cage.
That's what, like I said, when I was in Vegas in September and he was running
and
through.
We wanted to hang out with penguins.
Pajamas. I wanted to leave the festival and go find the hotel he was in and throw some Adderall in him and see how many more hours we could keep him out on the town.
He has plenty of Adderall.
Well, see, that's the thing. It would have to be multiple drinks, because I think just one, you'd be like, dude, this guy sucks. Because he would just.
Yeah. It gets better though over time.
No,
because he loosens up and he starts being goofy.
You would need to inject him with fucking Special K. Maybe crush him some Flintstone vitamins and have him snort them, spray whipped cream down his throat and let him suck the nitrous out, tongue kiss him, ball tickle, and then head out.
You'd
And
have to
that
get
would be
him.
the start.
Like if you guys were gonna meet up at 4 for a drink, he'd have to start drinking at like noon so that
The
he
day
would be
before.
bearable. Yeah, or the day before. So as soon as he get there, you'd be like, "Oh, this guy's awesome. Yeah, he's fun as hell." Otherwise, oh, he would probably be insufferable.
No,
with
if he's sober, he's going to be
sober.
the guy that sits on the corner of the couch with his arms out on each side and his legs kicked up, not drinking anything, totally doesn't want to talk to anyone and
Yep.
just doing the judgy eye like everybody knows who I am. Like you
Oh,
have to
Nicolas
get him
Cage.
fucked up. And once you
Don't
get him
talk to
fucked up,
me.
he's probably awesome. But I mean, this dude named his kid after fucking Superman.
Yeah,
After
I would
he was supposed to
imagine.
be Superman and the movie got fucking ditched.
I would
in the
imagine
dumpster
you'd be
and lit on
talking a lot
fire.
about comic books and Elvis, which would be cool. And then it would start getting off to like, hey, I think we need to go kill some hookers. And you're like, well, I don't, what? We were just talking about fucking Superman, dude. He's like, yeah,
was
yeah.
out-
I know.
So, he'd be like, man, I was out in the desert last week. And there's these like 3 midgets. They hang out by a cactus and a rock with some rattlesnakes. And I was thinking about cutting the heads off the rattlesnakes and sucking venom out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or we could go out to Naboo, whatever.
Yeah.
Just have dinner.
Yeah. It'd be
That's how
something
they
weird.
are. They're weird. Like
And
he's gonna be either like so fucking dumb and boring or just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no in
But the
between.
awesome is gonna be like I said, the next day or any other time he walks in the room, you're gonna be like, fuck, I thought I was never gonna see him again. He said he was going to see Xenu. Thought this was it. Like
Yeah.
the last party.
Yeah. No in between with him. It's either going to suck or be awesome. And you will probably end up in prison.
And I still just hope he listens to these and he's sitting on his couch being like, God damn it, guys, I'm a method actor. I'm actually totally normal. Somebody drugged my drink one time in Vegas and I had a freak out. And now all of a sudden you guys think I'm crazy. He's like, I'm at fucking Chuck E. Cheese with my kids and there's no possessed animatronic animals. We're just eating fucking pizza.
Prove us wrong, Nick Cage. Prove us wrong.
Please,
Yeah.
sir, prove us wrong.
Please. We beg you.
No,
we-
in my country, Nicolas Cage is not welcome. He is shit. He is what the Americans call dog shit.
Man.
You know dog? Dog? They taste delicious. They're delicious. But they're shit. No. Nicolas Cage is dog shit.
Russian Courtney is a tough customer, especially when it comes to Nicolas Cage.
God, my house is gonna get nuked, dude.
Yeah.
For real.
You know, like Putin has his like he's gonna have his hackers on this shit. He's so advanced, he's gonna know what I said.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
mean, at least I got to do this podcast. So
Your
it's
life is
highly-
complete. And you got to talk about Nicolas Cage. What if Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage?
maybe he'll
is
save
that-
me. Oh
Maybe.
shit, maybe Nicolas Cage is out in my forest, like my property, and he's ready. It'd be great. See, I see you. I know what's up, Nicolas Cage. I know where you are.
I
Thanks,
think that's
bro.
a total possibility. I think it is.
I mean, in this current world, yeah, it's definite. I'd give it like a solid 12%.
Oh yeah, I would say higher than that.
Really?
The next level of the simulation, it's a strong possibility.
I mean, we did meet once. So maybe he remembers me, and he's still mad I didn't want his autograph. So he's waiting in the forest to save my life. So then he can give me his autograph and be like, "See, you want this. You want this."
Now eat some pudding pops or fudgesicles, whatever.
I would love if he brought me some pudding pops. That would be like the pudding pop on the cake, you know?
Dude, they were so good.
I
They're so
know.
good.
I was just looking up online if I could order some or
No.
if they exist.
They don't.
Are they
exist
not a
anymore.
thing at all anymore?
Anymore?
No,
Oh, wow.
I'm going to make them and then add some chemicals so they taste legit.
So creamy and delicious.
So swirly.
So swirly. Um,
So
yeah.
slowly.
So yeah, mom and dad. I think people should watch it.
I think they need to watch it. And honestly, those of you who have kids and you're just like hating your life, I mean, don't watch this like a documentary, but like maybe one night the kids go to have a slumber party, watch it, and it might like just make you feel a little, it might be cathartic. Like, I feel like this movie could be very cathartic because I think that even a normal couple, even people who kind of love their kids or really love their kids would relate to certain parts of this. And those that didn't, once it got super violent would be like, oh God, I would never do that. And maybe it'd make you better parents because you would see like the level you got to before that happened.
Well, seriously, how cathartic would it be when he was just demolishing the pool table?
Oh, it's so good. And the hokey pokey.
Yeah. Because you see that point where he just loses
that
it. He's
fucking
just
song
so
makes you want to kill things.
fucking mad about his whole life, and he's taking it out on the pool table, and his wife, he's picturing all his family as he's hitting it.
Yeah.
I could totally relate.
Yeah,
to
it was like the Office Space scene where they, go after
Destroying
the
their printer.
It's the same fucking thing. Like,
yeah,
obviously it's a little too violent for a lot of people, but those that grow up watching these kinds of movies and stuff and maybe are like I love my kids, but my life kind of sucks. Like, I do feel like it could offer a good amount of catharsis to just be like, fuck yeah. Yeah.
we get it.
Yeah. None of us have kids, but we get it.
I think we should wrap this up and
Yep.
drop some candy corns on
candy
this.
Corns. How many candy corns you gonna give it, Charlie?
Oh,
In my country, we don't have candy corns.
I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 candy corns.
See, that's not bad. That's higher
That's
than
solid.
Yeah, I mean
that's actually higher
because
than
it was
mine.
entertaining. Like, I'll give it the movie that. It's just kind of just pointless. So don't go in it for any kind of plot.
You just have to just go into it.
Just go into it.
After you yell at your kids, go in and watch it.
As I am rewatching it over here on the side, when they do decide to gas their children in the basement, I was like, man, that's a pretty smart
so
move.
good.
That was
It's
a pretty
so
pretty
good.
smart move.
But also, I mean, these kids are fucking stupid. Just stick a sock in the fucking hose.
Yeah. The kids are dumb.
But I guess you wouldn't have the whole blowing up when they open the door. And
Also,
the matches and all that.
I'm sure
Mm.
as tiny as they were, most basements have a spot they could have just quickly bounced.
Yeah.
Which they did, but
Yeah, they climbed up to the fucking air vent.
Hey, they did okay for kids.
Yeah. He stole his dad's
Most
gun.
kids, I feel like, would have just been like, oh, my parents are bad. Like, I don't know what I did. And, maybe not fight or flight.
Yeah, probably
possibly.
not.
I just missed this. But with the bullet holes that they put the duct tape over the daughter's like it's like glory hole, like pushing the finger.
Yep. Yep.
Which is another
No,
good
there's-
scene.
See,
For Selma
now
Blair.
Charlie's enjoying this more. See, you're seeing the little awesome things that you didn't before.
That scene when he shoots
Maybe
through
the key is to
door.
watch it on mute.
Yeah, maybe.
It's true.
Dude, when she gets shot in the arm and she's just like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 out of 5. There you go.
Okay. You're next.
oh. See, I was gonna go with a solid 2.5 because it's
Oh.
a good movie. You know what I mean?
He's really like hard on the candy corns.
yeah.
Unless
I'm a-
it's Salo, and then he was like 5
yeah, I'm like
fucking kids.
like can I give it a 7? But no, 2.5. I think it's fun. It's a simple movie, which I like, and fuck them kids. So yeah, a 2.5 enraged kid hating candy corn.
Pretty good.
So, actually, lately,
Wait,
Ian
you're
and I
gonna wait.
have been
You're, well,
aligning
hold on.
more.
Oubliette, you're gonna have to do 2. Oubliette score and then
Russian game.
Russian Courtney.
Oh God, I have to think of like what she would say. All right, well let me give Oubliette score first. But this is gonna fuck up the average because I know what Russian Courtney is gonna say, and that's gonna really tank the average I'm about to
Well, we
give.
won't count hers, but you can just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you will, but whatever. It's fine. She's been present most of this, so whatever.
Trying to bring the world together here.
Okay. So I actually give it a 3.5, even though I haven't given a score that high. I don't think in a little bit, or maybe just around there for things I probably liked more. But for me, the runtime, the
Mhm.
quality of acting, and just the fact that they didn't try to muddy it up with like some stupid twist or turn, and also that so many people I know who watched it got so fucking confused, like, why did they make this? And I love that. Yeah, see, like Charlie and Valerie had the same reaction. And like, I like that. Like, I don't need a meaning. I'm not searching for like, I mean, I love stories and I'm a fucking whimsical douchebag who loves Disney and all, like, that shit. Fairy tales, dramas, whatever, even though I have not watched drama in a very long time. Because I don't need to be fucking sad. I like the simplicity of it. I thought it was very effective. And I think that it's, even though most people won't watch it, it would be relatable to almost anyone, whether they had kids or not. And for that, like, most movies won't do that. And most shitty movies without a point would never be relatable. And to me, like, literally, I think anyone, if they watched it all the way through, would find parts they'd be like, yep.
Well, yeah,
like, I feel this anger.
It's relatable on a bunch of different levels, not just the hating kids part, but just the getting old part and being like, fuck, I used to be so rad and now I'm not.
Right.
I mean, none of us have to worry about that because we're all still fucking rad, but normal people.
Right. Yeah, I'm totally not
used to
going
do
through
cool
that
shit
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even like when you remarked about the housekeeper thing, like, it's funny. Like, so something like that,
which she was hilarious.
That's a
by the way.
luxury. Well, totally. But so like something like having a housekeeper is a luxury or something that certain people would look down on, but he's just like, fuck you. And like that would be relatable to a lot of people. Like these extra things that you don't necessarily have to have, but you just fucking hate that at the point in your life now you aren't what you used to be. Like, you are this cool person driving this like car you had. Now, yeah, you make money enough to afford a housekeeper, but you fucking hate that you even can. So it's as funny as like fact that there is no real plot line. To me, there is a huge plot line for me, or at least like commentary on life and like where you go from being young to older and like how you feel once you get there.
Mhm.
It's hilarious and it's so fucking funny and relatable. But like I said, so many people wouldn't watch this because of the gore, so they wouldn't be able to see that. But if you took that out and just kind of toned it down, I think most people would be like, fuck yeah. And it is one of those things, like I said, the Office Space scene where they, whatever, the copier, printer, whatever, they just fucking smash it. It's like we all have these things in our life where, like, at least me, I know in my head how I respond to something, where I just think how they blow up the whole fucking room. Instead, I go through and I train all my employees on something I've trained them on 50 fucking times, and like, whatever. So that's what I mean. It's like a very cathartic movie, and they did it in such a fun, playful way. And I think that all the actors, even the kids and the grandparents, did such a good job that, like,
it all worked well together.
I could
like
say
all the actors,
anybody could say they could relate to it if they gave it a chance. So
I agree.
Give it more than normal one, 3.5. No.
Well, I mean, that comes out to a 3, which is a pretty solid score.
No, totally. But I mean, in Mother Russia, I don't understand this movie. We don't have stairs. We don't there's kitchen. I hate this movie. This is like a fairy tale. Nobody has these things. Nobody has any of these things. And our children are not, they're out and they're getting things to make for dinner and they're working. They're not at home. So I give it nothing. I give it nothing. I don't understand it.
Well, it doesn't hurt the average. So it's still...
In my country, we beat our children all the time. It's no big deal. We don't gas them. We don't kill them. But, they do what we say. I don't understand.
Yeah. In quotation. Air quotes.
Talking
We
about gassing
don't
them.
kill them, gas them. We don't kill our children. So you heard it here, folks. Russian Courtney does not want you to watch this movie. However,
There are no wolves in the movie. Where are the wolves? Where are the wolves?
the rest of us, I think
There's
we
no
say
toast. Where is the where is Putin? Where is Putin's toast in this movie? If you do not give Putin his toast, you don't even live. So how can you kill your children if you don't give Putin his toast? I don't under this is fairy tale. This is fairy tale. No, this is not real.
that cool.
Who can put some
Well, I
Fucking
don't even know what just happened.
Russians,
Oh God, guys, they're here.
they are here. So yeah,
They
everyone,
know what I said.
you should definitely check this movie out because it's a fun movie. It's a fun, ridiculous.
There are no wolves in it, though.
There are no wolves in it, but it's a
I would
fun,
just like to be
ridiculous movie.
clear.
Starring
I
Nicolas
don't know
Cage.
I don't know what country you live in and who's watching this. But if you're expecting any wolves, there
Wait,
aren't any.
I mean,
so don't be disappointed.
Is Nicolas Cage not a wolf though?
Oh.
Ow!
Right?
Good
See?
point.
Yeah. See, fucking Nicolas Cage, man. Yeah, definitely go out and watch it because this movie's
Russian Courtney is getting murdered tonight. She's like suffocating right now.
Yeah,
Killing her. Just killing her. This one goes to bed forever.
wait,
Forever.
did this come like directly to fucking video? Go out directly to video or anything? Because I didn't see it anywhere.
I think-
I
Yeah,
had never
I
heard
don't-
of it.
I'm not sure.
We're gonna check. We're gonna look this up real quick, everybody.
Do, 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 do. The film premiered in the
UK?
Midnight Madness section in the 2017 Toronto International Film Festival
Oh,
and was
okay.
theatrically released on January 19th by Momentum Pictures. See,
Yeah.
this is what happens when I just like flip-flop accents. I forget I can't enunciate in the English anymore.
Yeah, premiered on the 9th, and then
Can't enunciate American.
American.
yeah, so that's weird, especially with Selma Blair.
Well, it said it had a theatrical release in 2018.
But where? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I saw zero.
Alamo Draft House.
I saw zero fucking promotion for it anywhere.
It did not make okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I just saw it did not make a whole lot of money.
Yeah, because nobody fucking knew
Box
about
office, it made $165,000.
What?
Oof.
The budget was
Oof.
$4 million.
What?
it. Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, that hurts.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like that's bad marketing because no one fucking knew.
I
Her.
would have watched that in the theater.
Yeah, especially if they would have put it out as like this fucking germ that's making everyone crazy and they want to kill their kids. I 100% would have went and saw this in the theater. Under $170,000. God damn.
That's bad. And that normally the budget doesn't normally count market money spent. Well, they didn't. They couldn't have marketed it.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, and it was like Spain, Bulgaria, okay,
Mm-hmm.
South Korea, Poland, Finland. A lot of them were DVD and Blu-ray. Huh? Yeah, they
Damn.
fucked up. Makes me want to give it a higher score, but I'll stick with the 2.5.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone, go fucking see Nicolas Cage rage the fuck out in Mom and Dad.
We're not sure where you can see it.
Yeah.
You can download it.
At this point, you'd probably have
Legally download it.
to. Yeah. Legally.
Mm.
Air quotes.
Always legally.
Yes.
Find a friend.
Find a friend.
Friend with a media server.
All right, everyone. Fucking thanks for tuning in for another episode of Caged. And thank you
And
for
thanks, Charles.
coming back.
Charles
having me
Price.
back.
Charles Price.
There's
Coming
there's a
back
running
for
theme every time we
mustard
get
candy.
we get Charlie on is we make him watch movies that
About
hurt his
hurting
brain.
children.
Or
Or
hurting
about hurting
children,
children.
yeah.
That's
Child-
it.
if it's-
I'm only allowed to be on anything that has to do with harming children.
If it's a movie about child abuse in some way,
Kick ass.
Charlie's gonna be on it.
All out of bubble.
Well, hello, Mr.
Which was actually
Fancy.
funny because one of the reasons E said we should invite you on this one because it was like a fun, silly movie. But you know what? There's a common theme, Charlie. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, wow.
I hate you.
He's not having fun with it. Stay tuned, folks. The next episode, we're going to see military swirly putty pops from Colombia. And it's been another episode of Monster Candy
See you, everybody.
Podcast. Woo, do, 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 do.
That was good.
Groovy.
You ever dance with the dead by the pale moonlight? We don't have to be mean.
Yeah, Jack Burton just looks that big old storm right square in the eye and he says, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
You're gonna need a bigger boat. Your move, creep.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Want some candy?